How far will Mayor Ellie go to stand against injustice, even when the whole city is watching? Ellie Jameson, the newly elected mayor of Fairhaven, preferred to keep a low profile outside of work. One evening, as she reached for a shopping cart, she noticed a commotion in the parking lot. Two police officers were aggressively questioning a young black man near an old minivan. His hands were raised, his face tense with fear. "I didn't do anything. I'm just waiting for my mom," he pleaded. Ellie's instincts kicked in. She stepped forward. "Officers, what's going on here?" "Step back, ma'am," one officer Riker snapped. His partner, Carlson, rested a hand on his holstered weapon. Ellie remained firm. "What's he being accused of?" "He matches a suspect description, black, late teens," Riker replied. Ellie folded her arms. "That's vague. Do you have actual evidence, or are you just profiling him?" The officers bristled. "Move along," Carlson ordered. Instead, Ellie pulled out her phone and began recording. "You can't do that," Riker warned. "I have every right," Ellie shot back. Under pressure, the officers ordered the young man to empty his pockets. He pulled out a phone, keys, and a dollar bill, nothing suspicious. Finding no cause to detain him, they begrudgingly let him go. But Riker turned to Ellie. "Hand over your ID." Ellie arched an eyebrow. "Excuse me. You're interfering with police work." Calmly, Ellie handed over her ID. Riker's expression changed as he read it. "Wait, Eleanor Jameson." Carlson paled. "That's right," Ellie said coldly. "I'm the mayor, and what I just witnessed is unacceptable." A crowd had gathered, recording everything. As Ellie walked away, she knew justice was slow, but change was coming. The video of the incident went viral overnight, sparking heated debates and protests. Supporters praised Ellie's stand, while critics accused her of undermining law enforcement. Deputy Mayor Carla Whitman warned her the police union wants an apology, and the city council is calling an emergency meeting. For what? Ellie challenged. For standing up against injustice? Threats poured in, but Ellie remained resolute. She met with community leaders, demanded police reforms, and refused to back down. One evening, her phone buzzed with an anonymous message. "Watch your back, Mayor. You've made powerful enemies." Ellie felt a chill, but stood firm. The fight for justice had only just begun. Eleanor Jameson, known as Ellie, had recently been elected mayor of Fairhaven. Despite her title, she preferred to blend in when off duty. As she reached for a shopping cart at a grocery store, a commotion drew her attention. Two white police officers stood by a worn-out minivan, yelling at a young black man who looked no older than 20. His hands were raised, fear written across his face. "I told you I don't have anything," he shouted, voice trembling. "I was just sitting here, waiting for my mom." Ellie's instincts kicked in. She approached cautiously, her heels clicking against the asphalt. The officers noticed her. "Ma'am, step back," one of them barked. His name tag read Officer Riker. His partner, Officer Carlson, rested a hand on his holstered weapon, his blue eyes cold and calculating. Ellie raised her palms. "I'm not interfering. I just want to make sure everything's okay. Move along." "This doesn't concern you," Riker snapped. But it did. Fairhaven had a history of racial tensions, and incidents like this were far too common. Ellie's stomach churned. "What's he being accused of?" she asked, voice firm. "Suspicious behavior," Carlson said. "He fits the description of someone we're looking for." Ellie arched a brow. "And what's the description?" "Male. Black. Late teens to early 20s, Riker replied, irritation dripping from his tone. Ellie crossed her arms. "That's pretty vague. Do you have any real evidence, or are you just profiling him?" Riker's face darkened. "Step back, ma'am." Instead of obeying, Ellie pulled out her phone and started recording. "I'm not interfering, but I am documenting this." "Turn that off," Carlson snapped, stepping toward her. "I have every right to record in a public space," Ellie shot back. "Are you going to arrest me for exercising my rights?" The officers exchanged a glance, their jaws tightening. Riker muttered something under his breath before turning back to the young man. "Empty your pockets." "Now." The boy hesitated, eyes darting to Ellie. She gave him a small nod. Slowly, he reached into his pockets and pulled out a phone, a set of keys, and a crumpled dollar bill. "That's all I have," he said quietly. Riker snatched the items, inspecting them as if expecting to find something incriminating. Finding nothing, he tossed them back. "Stay out of trouble," he growled before stepping back. Relief washed over Ellie as the young man grabbed his belongings and hurried toward the store. But before she could relax, Riker turned back to her. "And you, Missy," he said, his voice laced with condescension. "Hand over your ID." Ellie blinked. "Excuse me." "You're obstructing justice," Riker said. "We need to verify your identity. I'm a citizen in a public space. You have no grounds to demand my ID. Don't make this harder than it has to be," Coulson added, stepping closer. Ellie's pulse quickened. This was escalating fast. She reached into her bag, pulled out her wallet, and extracted her ID. Riker snatched it, his eyes narrowing as he read the name. "Eleanor Jameson," he muttered. His partner frowned. "Wait a minute, isn't she?" Ellie crossed her arms. "That's right. I'm the mayor of this city, and you are both way out of line." The color drained from Riker's face. Coulson's mouth opened, then snapped shut. The parking lot seemed to go silent under the weight of the revelation. Ellie stepped forward, eyes blazing. "You've been profiling and harassing citizens based on their race. This ends now. I'll be filing a formal complaint against both of you. And trust me, it will stick." The officers stammered apologies, their earlier bravado evaporating. Ellie cut through their excuses like a knife. "Save it. You're both a disgrace to the badge." As she turned to leave, she noticed a crowd had gathered, phones out, recording the entire incident. A small triumphant smile played on her lips. Justice might be slow, but it was coming. By morning, the video had gone viral, spreading across social media under hashtags like #JusticeInFairhaven and #MayorStandsUp. News outlets swarmed City Hall, eager for a statement. Ellie's phone buzzed nonstop, calls from concerned friends, congratulatory messages from supporters, and thinly veiled threats. Sitting in her office, hands clasped tightly, she watched the video play on loop. Her stomach twisted anew each time. Her deputy mayor, Carla Whitman, stormed into the room, a stack of papers in hand. "Eleanor, we've got a situation," she said, placing them on the desk. "I know. The video is everywhere." "That's not all." Carla sighed. "We've received over 100 emails. Half the city is praising you. The other half wants your resignation." Ellie leaned back, eyes closed. "I did what I had to do. Those officers were out of line." "And you're right," Carla said. "But you've stirred up a hornet's nest. The police union wants an apology. The city council is demanding a meeting." Ellie's eyes snapped open. "An apology? For what? Standing against racial profiling?" Carla hesitated. "They're framing it as you undermining the police department." Ellie's jaw tightened. "Good. Let it get worse. Maybe then people will finally pay attention." The days that followed were a whirlwind of meetings, interviews, and protests. Supporters gathered outside City Hall, demanding accountability. Opponents chanted, "Back the blue." Ellie remained steadfast. She met with community leaders, held town halls, and pushed for police reforms. The pressure was immense, but she refused to back down. One evening, preparing for an interview, her phone buzzed with a message from an unknown number. "Watch your back, Mayor. You've made powerful enemies." A chill ran down her spine. The road ahead wouldn't be easy, but backing down was not an option. The fight for justice had only just begun.